website you worked with Team Cybergeist on a track.
Yeah.
But I couldn't really find any info on it. What?
It hasn't. It's not complete yet.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just been like working on that little bit here and there.
Any info you can give us on that?
I don't know what he's doing. I have no idea.
Don't know what it's called. Don't know.
I think what did I call it? He probably just gonna change the name anyways. But it was what was it? Something like I've come to end you all or something like that. Yeah. I am here to end you all, I think is what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see if,
Yeah. We'll see.
Every time I talk to him, he's an angel. He's like, oh yeah, no, I love it. I'm finishing it. I mean, what I sent him is very unlike the other stuff that they've done. It's like, it's actually pretty like pop heavy hook. I think he's just a little bit like, this doesn't really fit with the rest of our stuff.
He seems pretty diverse in who he works with, though. So.
Yeah, but it all does kind of fall into that same sort of like style. Because ultimately he's the guy taking all the parts and stuff. So that'll be interesting to see if it if and when it comes out. But it's like,
so I don't know. To me, it's a really interesting project he's got going, but it kind of reminds me of the whole Pigface thing. Like, he's the drummer and he's got all these guest musicians.
Yes. Well, he's a programmer too.
True.
Well, so is Martin too. So
yeah.
That's his person.
So it's.
But let's be honest, Pigface is toast. I mean, it's done. So why not?
So we got a new one.
I don't think there has to be a new one. Anyways, shit, have fun.
It's just it's a similar project, but it seems like he actually gets more diverse with who he involves.
Yeah, he definitely leans more like towards the metal side too.
Yeah.
If he's a dope, so obviously that gives him access to a bunch of like other people.
Definitely.
That even Martin doesn't have access to or wouldn't have access to. But, I mean, Pigface. I mean, as far as I know, is totally done.
Yeah.
I don't think he can even get together another tour if he wanted to.
Yeah. Well, from people that we've talked to about him, it doesn't seem like many people really want to work with him much anymore.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he doesn't even really want to work with himself. The new Pigface record wasn't even on his own label, so.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a new one.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's funny, actually, we're playing tonight at Chasers. When this place used to be at the Atomic Cafe, when we signed our deal with Mercury Polygram and Slip Disc in 1998, Invisible wanted to sign us too, and he actually flew out here to see us at the Atomic Cafe. And we sat in the backstage right there with him giving us an offer, right here. It's pretty funny. We're like, think about it. And we thought about it for a few minutes. And that was it.
Yeah.
I like him though. I think he's a really good guy. He's smart. He's an amazing drummer. And
right. Yeah, he's definitely a good drummer.
I don't think we really vibe well business-wise though.
Yeah, that seems to be most people's issue with him. But it's been a few years since we heard anything from Graphic. Is that project dead in the water? Or?
It's not.
No? Okay.
It's just like, we just get, the whole idea was to have like a great female vocalist on it. Like, I'm working with this guy Bill Sarver on it, and we're both really big fans of like 07 stuff, and it's big female vocalists. We just haven't found that singer yet.
Right.
We found a girl from Austin who's really, really great, and she sang on a couple songs, but she just kind of like fell off the map. She was like, I don't want to do music anymore.
Yeah.
So we've just been sort of like lazily hoping to stumble across somebody while we've been doing all this other stuff. And I mean, the music is ready. We have like, I think 13 or 14 songs done. We just need someone to sing on them.
Yeah, I think if I remember right, you had said that some of the music has gone to new Hellbent stuff.
Yeah, that's the other side too, is that there's sort of talk about like, well, maybe we should just make this the new Hellbent record.
Right.
Because the music's done. We could easily flip it out to like people and have them put their touch on it, and it would be finished and done. But I'm having internal sort of struggles with that. I go back and forth. Depends on what time of day you ask me. One side of me is like, yeah, I want to do another Hellbent record, and the other side's like, why do you want to try to raise that beat? Let that thing just go where it was.
Right.
Move on. But it's hard because when we come to shows and there's fans that are like, oh my god, Hellbent, I'm like, God, we should give them another record. But,
well, you're doing like a 3-song set at the end of the night on this tour, right? Or
we'll see. It's been devastatingly just terrible.
I saw something that's like, we're doing it on every day. I'm like,
well, that was the intention.
Yeah.
The intention was to do Hellbent every night, and when we got to Vancouver and started our rehearsals, we all realized that was like, that timeline was so compressed that
Right.
we didn't get a chance to fit in rehearsals for Hellbent. So we're like, okay, well, let's just rehearse it for the first few dates. We'll do it during sound check.
Right.
Never happened.
Yeah.
So I don't remember where we were, but one night we were like, fuck it, let's just do it tonight and just see how it goes. And it was a disaster. I mean, it was terrible. It was awful.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just,
Well,
I was like, I just want to press stop and like walk off. You
Yeah.
know, stop. I'm done. Show's over. You know. But
Yeah.
then we did. We were like totally unprepared for Milwaukee. Milwaukee was like, Hellbent. We're like, oh my god, how are we gonna do this? So Jared walks up with he's holding a lyric sheet, and I've got like cheat sheets in here and stuff, and we're like, this is gonna be awful. We're just warning everyone. And
Yeah.
people seem to be like happy that we're doing it. But
Right.
it is pretty terrible.
Yeah.
It's definitely like, for me, I'm really struggling with it because I feel like, Chem Lab and 16 Volt have been flip-flopping headline spots. on
Right.
this. And I feel like it's sort of like, Jared may have already said this, and I think it's funny. It's sort of like a feather boa going up against a steamroller. They're both amazing things,
Yeah.
but they're both very different. So, if Jared closes a night, it's like he is a showman. He's like, Chem Lab has this great history, really good people in the band. Mark Plastic is an amazing guitar player, super cool to watch. Their stage presence is just really awesome.
Right.
And Jared, of course, I mean, he could do it all by himself. He doesn't really even need a band. He's just an amazing, performer. And 16 Volt is more just like, on this tour, is more just like, bowl you over, no frills, just pure, just like,
Right.
and we're done. We just leave this like wake of destruction. And then to come up and do Hellbent after that feels very like, weird. Yeah, I mean, it's sort of like, wow. It's sort of, I feel like whether we close the show or whether Chem Lab closes the show, when it's done, when either of those two bands is done, it's like you go, shit, that was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And then to put Hellbent on, it feels
Yeah.
like you're putting an opening band on at the end.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
it's just not, we're just not ready. It's not ready to go. I
Yeah.
certainly am not proud of it. So it makes it a little
Yeah.
freaky when fans are like, Hellbent. Because we never want to let down those people.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And there's been a couple promoters who have like, said Hellbent. I think tonight they're like
Yeah.
Hellbent. I was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
No.
It is on tonight.
yeah, no, there's no. So